There's no more, buddy. My son's trying. Hey, you little worm! Just trying to get my hot cocoa. Brother, you're just over here bugging me. I'm trying to grab the freaking handle of this, and pour it all over himself.
You are certain you remember nothing of this place?
Oh, nothing that would help us. Tell me, brother, why exactly are we doing this?
I do not know.
Oh, that's comforting.
It has been over a year since I played this game.
Look,
So
I know you expect more from the smartest man alive, but
Expect
wouldn't
it
always
to
keep me in
not
the
look
dark
great.
about this place. Which is why I urged you to seek Freya's guidance. Repeatedly.
She does not seem eager to speak with me.
Well, quite the opposite, brother. But you tell yourself whatever you need to.
Disrespectful.
I see a cave.
I see a shore ahead. Black sand.
Exactly as described in the invitation. We finally bloody made it.
I'll get off. I don't remember the triangle.
His smile.
Something is happening.
Back to basics then. Well, that felt unsettling. Like we plunged into a dream.
Circle. Okay. Refresher.
Doesn't seem anyone's here to welcome us.
Locked.
I don't suppose you'll take that as our cue to turn around and leave?
Reatha Sialfor, Sinum Hautum.
To be one's own master.
Master thyself.
A more poetic way of putting it, but yes.
There you go.
Something is wrong.
He's like, wait, I don't want to go to sleep. I'm parked around.
All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
I feel weaker.
Valhalla may not appreciate our breaking in.
What the hell?
My shield will not open.
Well,
foes I expected to encounter here.
Okay.
Furious.
Not great on the health already.
Seems it's the way of this place to offer you a choice.
That one. I don't use that charged up thing.
At least you're not going in completely hobbled.
Hell. Real bad. This round's gonna be pretty short. What is that for? Is that for spear? I sure want the recharge time. Oh god. My health is so jacked. I just forgot the controls. I should have looked.
Perhaps the last remaining pocket of Asgard. Something unreal about it, though. At least this path seems peaceful. Let's have a look around.
You truly believe Freya would have aided us in this?
Aided us, talked sense into you. Win-win either way, really. I certainly can't see how there's any benefit to avoiding her.
I am not avoiding her.
Brother, you've gone to bloody Valhalla to avoid her. At least be honest with yourself.
It is not her I'm avoiding. I value Freya.
Well, that I believe. And nice to hear you admit, frankly. I think she values you as well, in her way.
She finds me useful. It is not the same.
Is that really what you think?
I do not believe she understands what she asks of me.
Okay, this way, it's locked. That's the way it came from. I'm stupid. Locked as well. This door's all the way. Oh god, I keep forgetting that I don't have.
Left side, brother!
Oh yeah. Take me a minute to get back in the feeling right.
We're back outside.
You marched into Valhalla without even talking to us first?
Nice to see you too, milady.
It was a personal matter, and I would not take you from your duties.
You breached Valhalla. Consider it worth my time. This entrance is secret. Who told you of this place?
Nailed to our door 3 days ago.
Kratos of Sparta, you are hereby invited to a challenge. Face the past, face the future. Master Valhalla, master thyself. And then directions here, no signature.
Who else knows of this entrance?
Odin and us. It's likely a trap.
You're thinking of going back in.
Would you join me?
Oh, don't let me intrude on your personal matter. Besides, I can't. Unlike the two of you, I've never died.
What happens if I return inside?
Well, that depends on you. Valhalla draws from the memories of those who enter. In there, you're an open book. Sure, you want to go back in.
How did you even get past the gate?
I forced it open.
With his bare hands.
He forced it open.
There's an easier way if you insist on going back in. Come.
Sigrun, maybe later we could continue with that one conversation, eh?
For once, Mimir, I think you've said enough.
Ah, right then.
And the other matter we discussed? You're still thinking, I take it?
I am.
Is that what this is? Guess I'll let you think, then.
What the hell are you talking about?
All right, gentlemen. Let's send you in properly prepared this time. First, Valhalla requires you to perform the ritual of selection.
Well, heals are
Good. Now,
really important.
let my sisters speak to you of Valhalla's rules and its values.
What do you know of this place?
The challenge of Valhalla is not merely about overcoming obstacles. It's about the way you overcome them, how you demonstrate mastery of your own powers. We can guide you down a path, but Valhalla will be the judge of your progress. Return to me when you've met a goal, and we will observe the effects.
What have you to say?
Valhalla seeks to foster wholeness and balance within those who enter. To fully master yourself, you can't rely on only your most familiar tactics.
I use the tactics appropriate to the situation.
Of course, but varying your approach will demonstrate to Valhalla the full mastery of your abilities, and Valhalla will reward such demonstrations. Be sure to come back and see me as you progress.
I am ready.
Air, Gunnar, with me.
Our mastery seals for.
Now you can enter Valhalla by this gate,
Lefay.
without suffering the penalty of breaching.
Thank you, Sigrun.
Any cursed feeling this time?
No, all is well.
Thank you, shield maidens. All right, let's try this whole thing again. On your right!
Shield mastery. That's it. What are mastery seals and spirit?
New attempt, new choices to make. A fresh start.
Traffic.
Amir, what is at odds between you and Sigrun? Did you anger her?
I wouldn't say she's angry with me. Irritated, perhaps. Disappointed, certainly. But you needn't worry yourself, brother. I won't let it distract from whatever it is we're doing here. So, this is no piece of Asgard at all. Just something spun from your memory of it. Fascinating. Brother, I must admit, Freya's idea does make quite a bit of sense to me. What better god of war could the realms ask for than the general who won Ragnarok? He won it trying to save lives. With you on board, our whole peacekeeping council could really do some good.
This position, this title, I have held it before. You know what happened. She knows what happened.
Of course we do. But why should who you used to be matter more than who you are now? Can't you see how far you've come?
However far I have come, I have done it running from that life, that title, that throne.
Cutting it short. Sorry.
Yeah.
Behind you!
Bring you what? Game music. Okay, I'm back. Yeah.
I suppose this is about how you remember Jotunheim, eh?
I do agree with you about Freya's council. It is a noble idea. It should succeed on her merits.
How's that, brother?
Freya is known to the realms and native to them, respected by all, an experienced leader.
Experienced enough to know that a shared power is best for the people.
That she would share power proves she is worthy to wield it.
Even so, why make her wield it alone? Without Odin, the realms have a chance to forge a new peace. When conflicts do arise and can't be talked through, a god of war ensures those conflicts have rules and enforces them. They need might and judgment and credibility across the realms. Who else would she pick, brother?
Maybe I shouldn't use it, but I want
Left side!
And then I thought it was still going. I forgot this one is one time used. Used everything. 200 fleeting activity.
And this must be how you remember Sparklefine.
Freya knows I would not refuse to aid her when in need. I have done and will do my part to fight for peace, regardless of title, regardless of whether I sit in authority.
You know as well as I do there's power in words. Oaths. The people need to know you're committed to them and to yourself. That you'll be there for them, and I know that you will. I understand you've got misgivings, man, but you've put your past behind you. We all see it.
You do not know everything that I am.
That you were. You've told me of your past, and yes, much of it was horrible. But you've proven over and over again that you're not that man
Let
anymore.
us talk later. I need to focus.
Of course, brother. Behind you! Look out!
Okay. What are mystery things for? I still don't know. Ascending sands. Okay, so this is central.
That is the path we seek. A way up and forward. Valhalla's inner reaches. I can feel it.
If there's an upside to this Valhalla madness, at least it's good to see you in action again. You're already more your cheery self than I've seen in moons. Without Atreus or a fight in front of you, I wonder after
What
your
is
well-being.
this?
You recognize your old seat, don't you? Kratos. I have not forgotten the debt I owe you.
You really think he understands the
This still feels reckless.
Here they are now.
That's odd. We're back outside, but we didn't... You know.
Sometimes you reach as far as you're ready to go. Valhalla's decision, or yours? Does this mean you're done in there?
No. I will discover who invited me. I believe I am close.
You're sure it's worth dying for?
Oh, I think we're fairly accustomed to dying at this point.
Don't be glib, Mimir. Valhalla restores you after honorable death in combat, but beyond that, it makes its own rules. And if you don't play by them... Kratos, the threat of death in there is real.
That is good to know.
If by good, you mean wildly disconcerting.
I do wish you luck. Truly.
A master sees every setback as a catalyst for progress. Don't lose heart.
Let's see. Do these tasks, return here for rewards. Fair enough.
So many of them. Kind of like the dark deal. Just do all dark deal. Let's do the same.
Nice cold bed.
Keep your eyes on the horizon, General.
Now these would make a real and lasting difference.
Permanent.
A durable improvement.
Health is pretty big. Upgrade all of them once at least. I know what battery cells are for now. Get the hell out of here. I'm just gonna change it up for you.
Look, brother, the fog's lifted. Valhalla's becoming more open to you, perhaps. So much to see in the distance there. You can see how all the little realm spaces connect to the higher plane. And those statues are certainly imposing.
I recognize them. They are judges of the underworld, from my homeland.
Ah. You sound thrilled to see them again.
Souls they deem righteous.
Talk's
were
over.
granted-
We're in it now. Behind you! Behind you, brother! Left leg! Ah, Midgard in memoriam. Ah, I'm starting to see there's no fixed order to the realms we'll visit here. Brother, whose voice was that we heard when Valhalla sent us back from the throne?
You heard it also.
Aye. Said he owes you a debt, was it? Someone who might lend us a hand, perhaps?
Unlikely. He was a god of Greece, and we did not part on good terms.
And by that you mean... Yes, I see. No shortage of bitter old ghosts in these parts. These parts being your memory, of course.
Seal. What are they called? Tomatoes. I mean, yeah. Well, I guess I can't get that one. That sucks. That's gonna be a good one. Any melee strength.
Raider on the left! Brother, that throne we saw, did you recognize it? Was it familiar?
It was mine. The throne I took from Ares. It is a throne of monsters.
Ah, the anxiety of power made manifest. A symbol you're no doubt meant to consider.
It is a symbol I reject.
That might not quite close the book on matters. A symbol can't be slain, destroyed, or ignored. The best measure is often to reclaim it, redefine it. Remind us it's not the throne, but the god who sits in it. This is locked until we meet Valhalla's demands. Incoming! Above you!
Nothing.
Two fights in a row now. Valhalla's demand will escalate. Nightmare on the left. Good hit, brother! Attack! It throws us!
Valhalla chose an enemy to face me. I sense there are more challengers like it to find. That is how we earn our way forward.
Get the blade out.
Splendid. I think we're free and clear to take the way up now.
Congratulations, old friend. You really are going places in Valhalla.
Where's Mimir?
Is that really all you have to say to me? After all this time, can't muster up so much as hello for one of your most auspicious victims?
Hello, Helios. Where is Mimir?
How should I know? Why don't we go look for him? So, what's new with you, Kratos? Murdered any good pantheons lately? Devastated any populations with the cataclysmic consequences of your actions? Turned on any once trusted allies? You simply must bring me up to speed on your latest saga of blood-soaked vengeance.
I am that no longer.
You don't mean to say you've gone soft? Never believe it. Once a Spartan, always a Spartan. No, there's no fooling me, Kratos. You know what they say? You can't hide in the shadows from a sun god. At least, that's what they should say. Say, the decor is looking a little more familiar, isn't it? A mighty chain. Auspicious sign. You've always had such luck with chains. This is all gonna work out just great for you. I can feel it. Oh, there it is. Home sweet home. Now this room must really take care. Wasn't this the Chamber of Sacrifice? Where you let an Athenian soldier burn to a crisp, just so you could get past the room? Oh, those madcap early days. How you must miss them. What are you doing, Kratos? You mean to sacrifice me? Again? Oh, good. You're making eye contact as you push me towards my demise. What a special little personal touch. Really lets me know where I stand. Especially after such a long and agonized deliberation over what to do. Oh, how reluctant you'll tell people you were to sacrifice me to the flames. Come on, you won't get very... I hate to disappoint you, you blithering idiot. But you do remember I'm a sun god, right? You think I'm afraid of a little fire? Don't threaten me with a good time, Kratos. Maybe I'll be infused with power and achieve my final form. Maybe I'll explode and take you with me. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see. You know, I could give you a hint, but I just feel like you wouldn't appreciate it. Time for another push. Let's go! Okay, seriously, Kratos, get me out of this cage. It's not funny anymore. I can't believe you need to roast me on a whim, on a presumption that it's what Valhalla wants from you. Have you ever considered that maybe your instincts are just random thoughts that pop into your head, no more likely to be true than the next? Maybe consider that! Quickly! You're really just going to incinerate me and see what happens? I swear, you haven't changed one solitary...
Brother? What am I doing in here?
Over here. Over here.
What's that?
No. No!
Get me out of here! Brother! What is this? Help me!
I'm trying!
Brother! Please! Please!
Do not panic! We will simply return to the gate.
I don't think so! I think you've broken how Valhalla works! Oh! I think this is it, brother!
Let's get you out of here!
Sigrun! Love, you're burning!
I'm not supposed to be here! Hokari Fatal! Mimir!
Oh no! You poor thing, look at you! You shouldn't have done that!
Oh, heal, dummy. You and Kratos would not. But you're safe
Okay.
now.
Kratos would have. Come on.
Sigrun, I'm sorry. I've been so foolish,
Later, love. I need a moment.
We are forever in your debt.
As I will be forever in yours. stop. You've seen me worse.
I'm not sure about that, boss.
Well, that was altogether bloody terrifying. One moment I'm in a forest, the next I'm in a cage full of fire.
You changed into Helios, and back again. It was unpredictable.
I'll say. I'm truly not sure if we've gone too far, or if we've come too far to stop.
We are not stopping. I must face this.
I know, brother.
I feel like that'd be good. I mean, I need to go ahead and do it, because...
It's never been easier to be better.
Where's maxing out strength? Strength and... Upgrades unlocked here, permanent effect Valhalla, so... Okay, that's the crest thing. Okay. Enter with 100. Chance of finding. We've sold. That's pretty good. But I think it's powerful resource in Valhalla. Okay. So those are retained on death. Okay. What kind of shield do you want me to use? Shatterstone.
A memory of your past made manifest.
A dangerous memory.
Well, that's a neat trick. That's quite a new power Valhalla's conjured for you. That sword isn't something full of terrible memories, I hope.
What do you think?
Memory of Vanaheim now. Brother, I beg you not to remember the exploding plants.
What did you say about a forest? You remember being elsewhere when Helios took your place.
Aye, Yes, I didn't mention that while we were plummeting, but yes, I was in a forest, much like that of my youth. Back on my old body, too. It was a bit dreamlike, to be honest.
Do you wish to return there?
I can't say I don't. I'm concerned, but I'm more than curious. Guess my memories are fair game in here as well. Don't suppose they'll just stick to the pleasant ones, will they?
Unlikely.
What was I supposed to do? Excuse you.
Incoming! Above you! Left side, brother! Good hit, brother! On your
Anything hidden back here? That's right. What the hell are these?
Gives and it takes, this one.
Takes 40 health. I might. Yeah. Fill the bridge. Can't even flame flash. Activating furious annihilation. There we go. Alright, back. I'm gonna do it. Probably stupid.
Come this far. Anything we need this moment.
See. No. What's going on?
Right side, brother!
Oh, okay, that's what that symbol was.
Why don't we talk about that image of you in the shrine we keep seeing? If Valhalla keeps pulling it out of your head, it must have some significance to you. Could it be that the idea of being loved and respected is a fair mite better than the alternative? Now hear me out. And it's not as though I'm the smartest man alive or anything. But don't you think joining Freya's council could put you in a position to walk that path? To earn that path?
That would be a poor reason to accept. Ambition is poison.
I got so many.
Right side! Behind you! Incoming!
Might be stupid, but permanent upgrade you get. Oh god, a skull.
I believe your target's on the battlefield there. Be wary of that tail. And Valhalla keeps the score.
Instant grabbing an enemy, strength. I'm being kind of crap.
Right then, time to ascend to the next area. If you're ready.
Shopping. There we go.
Hard not to take Valhalla up on some help, even if it's just for this attempt.
Send them. Or I lose them. I don't like how hard it is to get to your freaking fists. What? I want to freaking throw fisticuffs. Why didn't I look at the controller?
Kratos, I've been waiting to have a word.
Yeah, tertiary, like, but I have to hit down and then down again. Get in that head and just.
Where's Sigrun?
She is resting, healing. What she did for you two in there, that should not have happened. It's bad enough you're risking your own lives, but it isn't just you paying the price. This is exactly what I was worried about.
Freya, what do you wish? That I quit? Sigrun believed I should see this through. That Valhalla can help.
Yes, she does. I just want you to be careful. I need her. And I need you too. No more bending the rules in there. All right?
All right.
I can't help reflecting that you only broke
I feel like if I
Valhalla's
hit left,
rules
I
to
should be able
save
to hit
me.
left again. I shouldn't have to switch to this.
I wouldn't have let you. I'd known Sigrun would suffer for it.
Sigrun has no such regret.
To adapt is to lean into the alchemy of turning adversity into advantage.
I wasn't sure if I unlocked it again. I didn't.
You'll beat Valhalla at its own game. I know.
Better yourself if and when you can, I always say.
These ones permanent? Okay, I got one of those. Probably should get that one too. I always turn the wrong way on that. Alright, let's go. One more. Fisticuffs only. Oh. Oh, yes. What I'm doing.
Getting back to that image of you on the shrine. I'll grant you ambition can be a poisonous motive. But your ambitions are only to help people, not for your own glory, right? Make the world a better, safer place. I think maybe that image of you is symbolic of your desire to walk a righteous path. Valhalla's little signpost.
You're sure accepting Freya's offer is the right thing for me? Or for the realms?
I think we're here to make sure about that, one way or the other.
What is this, runic? Is that what that means? Keep hitting circle with dodge.
Even a short-term advantage could pay off.
Do like having a lot of his animations.
Behind you, brother!
wish to speak about Sigrun. She was eager to receive you mere days ago. What has changed?
Oh, don't pretend to be interested in my romantic life, brother.
I am interested, and you are evading the question. What happened?
Well, after you dropped me off at a longhouse the other night, Sigrun made her
This
cloudberry.
conversation will have to end.
You know what you need.
The frost.
Behind you! Look out!
Gosh, damn.
Use your shield strike, brother!
I'm trying.
Still got it.
Okay. Anything dealing with stun is potentially great. Can't get up there. Is this a boss? Oh! Jesus.
There's the one Valhalla singled out for you. Right flank! Behind you! Oh, blasted! That's so close!
I hit the block button. It's over. It's frustrating because I never hit the block button. Isn't that the point of that shield?
I hope you're not getting discouraged. You made a bit more progress that time.
No, I didn't. It was the exact same freaking thing I ended up with last time.
You must strike a balance between
Shut up.
discipline and creativity.
Well done, sir.
That's well done.
Gunnar,
Use this. Celebrate each accomplishment.
Smart.
I hear you like stories. I got one for you.
Maybe I have a story.
go on.
I wasn't born with the privilege of some of my sisters in arms. I wasn't bred for greatness. I was just the daughter of some poor innkeeper. Matter of fact, I wasn't even his. He just raised me after somebody left me there. I didn't have much going for me, but I had one thing. I wasn't afraid of anyone. If somebody was asking for a punch in the face, I never thought twice. Brought a heap of trouble on myself that way, it's true. But I sure learned how to fight. Enough for now. I'll pick that up later.
Okie dokie. Oh yeah, we'll go with this. Weird Xana's forearms.
How can you resist investing in yourself?
Takes a divine triumph.
And that benefit's good to last.
2 divine triumphs. Eesh. I turn that way every single time. Every single time. I hate that one. I do like that one.
What else happened that night between you and Sigrun?
Well, we stayed up much too late. I told her stories, she told me secrets. She put spirits to my lips, even though I can't get drunk. Then she invited me to watch her fall asleep.
And the next morning?
The next morning, we took a boat along the Lake of Nine. It was divine, brother. The lake was sun-dappled, and the air was crisp and perfect. You could smell the thaw.
When did you misspeak?
You know me too well, brother. We were on the lake when I put my metaphorical foot in it.
Yeah, glowing one. Okay, what is weapon glyph? Already have full rage.
Leah, tell me, what happened between you and Sigrun on the lake?
Well, she was rowing past where you found her family treasury.
Where we learned she cursed her brother over forbidden love.
That's right. And as we rode by, I remember feeling grateful. The place was now deep underwater where she couldn't see it.
I should
And
focus on Valhalla now.
No, focus, of course.
Sigrun, I am still waiting for the part where you spoke.
In my defense, I only told her the truth as it struck me in the moment. I told her my feelings for her were deep as Rand's hawk.
I'm so sorry. Standcliff.
And had been for as long as I've known her. But just then a kind of revelation came over me. A sudden cold clarity that it was vanity to imagine
I must
that
interrupt.
Time to push along. Another leader! To the Behind
Cooldown lock, transfer. Okay, here we go. Let's fail.
I believe your target's on the battlefield there. Oh, that's a rough one. Left side, brother. Nice one. Tread carefully, brother. Got him. Count it, Valhalla. Good. The route to the higher area ought to be open now. A little boost this time around, maybe?
What the hell's that? No, I'm good. Probably still die, but... So I probably accidentally picked up the health whenever I didn't want to, and that's what got me hurt. There's sometimes where a button should, like especially if I don't have to use the square button, because I don't have space to shoot arrows.
At least you fell to one of the more
Let me use
challenging
square to
opponents.
pick up things.
No
so I
shame
don't
there.
accidentally do it. Because that's annoying.
A master fights not only to survive, but to grow with every encounter.
Shut up. We all hate you.
Passion, practice, perseverance. That is the...
And they say you can't buy self-improvement.
Not that that would have helped me, because I can win that fight basically with max health.
Shield Maiden.
A gift. I see you refuse to settle for the ordinary general. Back to my story.
That one later. Oh.
You may speak.
So, there I was, Little Miss Brawl Magnet. If I wasn't starting the fight, I was the first one charging in to join it. Maybe it's something in the Asgard water, but it seemed like there was always a fight to be had. I guess I needed the rush, something to keep me sharp, feeling alive. I was driven, without fear or frankly much sense, to hold me back. Got myself a bit of a reputation, and that ended up being a problem. This notorious bully I'd humiliated held on to a grudge and tried to track me down. Found out way too easily who I was and where I lived. Set out to teach me a lesson. We'll pick it up there when you progress further.
I got some, right? Yeah, not enough. Increase the number of glyphs sold. I mean, that is useful, but. Max one out. Then move on to the next. Let's recommend making this bad at this game.
Behind you! Behind you! Incoming!
So, you told Sigrun you could not give her what she needed. You spoke out of cowardice.
Aye, obviously. But as prospects for terror go, can you imagine knowing all along you're not enough for someone, and then living out the slow realization of that truth? I admit it chilled me to the bone.
You presume to know how she will feel in the future. Why discredit her wishes and yours in the present?
I just can't pretend
I
not
must
to know.
interrupt now.
Of course! Not
Get ready!
Higher luck, maybe more, whatever. I already have a light one, no. Oh no. I just open the first one. That's all.
Now, back to Sieglin and your low opinion of yourself.
Look, brother, I don't apologize for wanting her to have someone who can do everything to her. She deserves the best.
Then why should she not deserve the smartest man alive?
Sometimes I think you've come too far, brother.
Did I overstep?
No. I appreciate your point. And to be fair, if I was so right, then why am I so angry at myself?
This conversation will have to wait.
Do what you need. Behind you!
Oh, now there's a button. Upgrade. Ridiculous.
A little edge for this attempt, perhaps.
Let me go die for my last attempt.
I believe your target's on the battlefield there. It's summoning reinforcements. Parry its attack.
Alright, just going.
Brilliant kill. Valhalla will be impressed.
We want Whiplash to be a thing, huh?
Excellent. The way should be clear. Up and onward.
would be so nice. I got this. I got it. Just gotta stop being stupid. That was so weird. Where's my health? Die over it. This is so weird. Why is a dragon killing me so much? These things shouldn't be that hard. Why? It's infuriating. Yep, I'm dead. Yep, I wish you could skip this. Can't stay. Yep, I'm
Well,
dead.
that was demanding. Carry on.
Yep.
In the face of change, those who adapt triumph, while the rigid falter.
That looks stupid. No thanks. Oh, dog.
You're back here, and yet you're further along.
Gunnar,
I don't think I am.
Excellent. Yes, keep daring to chase what others think is impossible. Ready for more
Who
story?
wouldn't want to buy a slightly more hospitable environment?
I'll hear more of the story here in a second.
continue.
So, the bully with a grudge. He comes to the inn in the dead of night, chucks a bottle of fire through the window, sets the whole place ablaze. The coward thought I was inside in bed, but luckily I was just getting home. I saw the flames shoot up and surround where my father was sleeping. Well, this wasn't going to be the day I started hesitating. I charged into the fire and dragged him out. Not unscathed exactly, either of us, but alive. And if I was too angry and fearless for my own good before, now, well, I charged right into that bastard's lair, me against his whole gang. Honestly, I had no business coming out of that alive. As it turned out, I came out of there with a job. But we'll get to that next time.
Yeah, you're a freaking Valkyrie now.
can't bear the thought of Sigrun having damaged herself to save us. Or having damaged her connection to Valhalla, which she'd doubtless say was worse.
Will there be consequences?
That's a ball.
Beyond.
Why do I not see that one?
Jason.
I don't suppose I can be sure of that either way. But I'm certainly going to begin worrying about it now. Thank you kindly.
Behind you! Keep coming! Behind you!
Okay.
Left side! Behind you!
Barely even struggled. High luck chance.
I wouldn't say no to some short-time help. On your right! Raider on the left! Behind Brilliant kill. Valhalla will be impressed. Grand. We should be free to move up to the next area now. Oh, I see now. We must keep the primordial realms up here on the top shelf. It may be just for this try, but a little assist would be nice.
Oh.
Good hit, brother!
Anything that I can carry over. Worth the investment to run back. Whole time. Just don't think I would have enough. Baby boy's awake. Good morning, baby boy. Yeah. I'm getting out on the opposite side.
Ah, we're up by those statues now. Judges, did you say? Perhaps the higher planes of Valhalla correspond to the deepest reaches of your memory.
Hello, me again!
If I must carry you, make yourself useful. Say what you see in battle.
Aye, aye, asshole. What will he choose? They locked you out. Guess we better poke around the old neighborhood. See what sort of acquaintances are looking to reconnect. Still a monster, I see.
Yeah, he got into it. Where am I supposed to go?
A moderate challenge? More challenge, more loot. Did you need any primitive armed ruffians? Behind you! The intended target has fallen. Way to go, killer. Great job not hurrying. You do like your fights tougher after all.
I don't.
This one looks easy. Easy is what I'm all about now. You probably need to kill the really powerful one. Just guessing.
Oh my good catch. Oh my god. Oh. No. No, sir. Yeah.
Floating eyeball tentacles? No, no to this.
No one.
Bifrost! I do believe that's all of them. The way up should be clear.
Why is it still going down now? I didn't even know them. I defeated them all.
Decisions. Heading back to the cage, are we? Valhalla is giving you a second chance. Party. Well, now it's a party. What are you planning to do this time, Kratos? Wait! No, don't tell me. The suspense is honestly the only thing keeping me awake back here. Here's a radical thought for you. Maybe it only counts as a sacrifice if you give up someone you value. I think we all know
Why?
it's not Cyclops. You'll never guess their weak spot. Here we are. Let's see what brilliant move you've thought of. Kratos? Surely you're not supposed to. You know what? Never mind, you know. I'd like to see this.
Brother? Oh, where are we now? Tyr!
The invitation was yours.
I would have signed it, but it was important you come here for your own reasons.
Then you're not an illusion.
Here in the flesh, old friend.
What do you want?
I know what you're wrestling with, Spartan. I understand it better than you realize. The shame. The doubt. The question I could find no answer for until I came here. Lifetimes ago. Stepped through that door.
What is in there?
I'm not here to spoil that for you. Only to help you prepare.
Why?
Because I can. Because for us, fighting occupies the body, while our minds work out the rest. Because you're not ready. Yet.
Show me.
exactly are you attacking us?
Consider it a kind of trial by combat, Mimir. When Kratos can get the better of me, we'll know his mind has done the work. Come on! A man at war with himself places a deficit upon his focus. He is impatient, emotional, easily surprised. A man at one with himself has a clearer mind, sharper instincts. That man is ready to win. That man is ready to progress.
Left flank!
Defend yourself. Anchors pursue your edge. Well done, Kratos. I yield.
Good then.
Perhaps you are ready now.
Am I?
Honestly, nobody can truly say that but you.
I am not ready.
Yet. But we will get you there.
Valhalla's compliments, General.
What did you get? What did you take? What did that little worm take? My phone! A little worm.
Shield Maiden.
Please accept this. A mind that can adapt thrives amid chaos, finding order within the storm. I'd like to tell you a story that I think will help you along your path.
You may speak.
Early in my life, before I was a Valkyrie, I was a healer in a small village. My father trained me in the use of herbs and natural remedies. To him, coming from a long line of herbal healers, that was the only true medicine. But visiting the city, I saw healers who used magic. Only magic. To treat their patients. I'd seen it work. And work wonders. I tried to tell my father, but he said mage healing was against his philosophy. a dangerous shortcut that violated tradition. Being a good daughter, I respected his convictions. But that all changed when he took ill. That's a good place to stop for now. When you're further along on your journey, I'll share the next part of my story.
Why would we finish a story?
Every battle is an opportunity, right, General?
Best improve where you can. Valhalla's not big on apples or blood mead.
Don't even show what they look like.
Wise investment, brother.
That's maxed, okay. I think I will grab this. Hi, baby. Two divine trials, okay. Sold. Enemies, I mean, that's pretty big. And the advantage of that is permanent upgrade. Mine stuff will be great. Hi, baby boy. One will permanently remove one barrier. Okay.
We're all impressed by your progress, General. We've never seen anyone engage Valhalla quite the way you have.
Shockwave. Can't I do these? Locked out.
What are you doing?
Sigrun, it's good to see you back.
Freya was just being cautious. I'm right as rain. How fares your journey?
We have uncovered our host. It is Tyr.
Tyr, you say?
Aye, and no projection either.
I never knew his connection to Valhalla was so strong. But then, he goes back further than I do. Fascinating.
Get away from me, Frank. Okay. I have to quit. I will be back one of these days.